Then I think we'll go ahead and start off with that. Um, as all of you guys, the adrenaline begins to kind of wear off, you realize that you're holding weapons from a long bygone eras. Um, and as you guys look at them, you begin to get lost in memories from your guys' past that slowly begin to flow back to you. As let's go ahead and start off with Ash.
Yeah, fuck.
As you look at the bow, you are transported back to a much simpler time. You're out and about in this lush, open forest. The air is calm and refreshing as it blows through the trees. As you look out and you feel relaxed for a good long second. Um, Did you want to add anything else for um, what exactly the forest looks like, or?
Yeah, so the forest in and of itself is more jungle-like. Heavier canopies are resting over tops of the trees, with different intersecting branches higher up in the canopy. There are some that have I mean, there are some branches that sprawl in between trees with larger connections of vines growing underneath. And then Ash is laying in what seems to be like one of the only clear spots, pretty much on this just very lush forest floor, around some of the larger plants, just lying in like the one patch of just like smaller plants and grass, just sort of like feet kicked up right now on a log that's next to him while he's just messing with something in his hands.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Um, and as you look down at your bow, um, your concentration is broken by Maple making a little yip at you. Um, and as Maple does, uh, you you look over and she's currently just kind of like almost trying to lead you towards something.
Uh, are you? Yeah, okay. Ash like picks himself up and like slings the bow over his shoulder and like takes some fruit or food or something out of the pack that he has and feeds it to Maple a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
You gotta calm down. You don't make any sense when you rant like this. All right, give it to me straight.
Yeah. Um, and Maple begins to fly a little bit off towards a clearing, and as you follow her down the path she's leading you, you can see that in this clearing there appears to be a dead deer, and you can see that like um a decent portion of like the meat's been like carved out, um but for the most part what they used very, very little from the animal itself.
I think Ash just is very frustrated and sort of like takes a quick once over on the environment before kneeling down. How long has this deer been dead?
It's maybe been a day or two,
Okay.
not long.
But this meat's been sitting out. That's not gonna be.
Mm.
A heavy sigh comes from Ash.
The people around here are so wasteful. No respect.
And I think he will start to probably over a good amount of time just start to dig a hole with Maple. And while he's doing it, he's just
Maple, you're one of the only, well, people is an ironic word, but you're one of the only creatures that understands me, the world, how important this is. It needs to stop.
Maple gives. Oh, no, sorry, go ahead.
Ash sort of just saying it needs to stop, sort of just pauses for a second and just like looks at the eyes of the deer and just goes,
Whoever is doing this is childish, not thinking about the larger world. They are very selfish.
Maple gives a sad chirp of acknowledgement to that. As she nestles on your shoulder, the hole having been dug, and as you bury what remains of the deer, you hear in the distance a loud horn calls for your attention, as you can hear like a few shouts and yelling for people to gather.
Well, I guess the timing is as good as any.
Yeah.
All right, Maple.
and he'll sort of like lean down, and Maple will, being actually a bit larger than what they were in the fight, sort of shrink down and wrap around his neck, sort of just like a scarf, and like lay
Yeah.
over his neck as he
Mhm.
goes over to like a vine that's hanging, seemingly like connected to a side of a tree, and
Mhm.
in a very dumb sort of like Broadway sort of fashion, just kind of like slashes a vine that has a lot of tension in it, which releases and just pulls him up into the canopy.
Mhm. Yeah. And as you do so, maple around your neck just begins to bristle, as you can see they begin to just like glow with just like this chromatic energy, that your veins begin to glow just a little bit too in response to that,
Mm-hmm.
as you two head off towards where needs to be. All right. Lovely. Well, moving on then to Elena. Elena, as you kind of look at your weapon itself, um, there's something that springs to mind of what you carry in your other hand. Um, as you are suddenly reminded of a time where you were in this large church. Um, And as an organ softly begins to play, you can see this you remember this large owlin man as he strides with purpose ahead of you, ushering you to into a pew. Um, and as you two settle in, he points to a large stained glass mural. Izzy, do you want to go ahead and describe what the mural looks like?
So it is this mural of a woman with long, like, blonde, almost white hair flowing behind her. There's a halo around her head. She's holding a sword, like, up to her chest with the blade pointing down. Wings sprout out from her back. Her eyes are closed in a very serene expression. And around her is but by her feet is people in armor, people in the midst of battle, and it's as if she is watching over them, protecting them from harm.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. As the man you would know as Frosttail, the owlin beside you, points, he turns to you as he says, "You know, I don't think you've properly known this, but well, do you know who that is?"
Elena shakes her head no.
I thought not. I'd hope your parents would have told you at least a little bit about it, but I suppose that's a little bit to be expected. As he kind of mumbles that last part underneath his breath. But he bristles himself back up again as he says, "La Caballera." She was the first of the Valkyries. Do you know why the Valkyries in general were created?
She shakes her head no again, but instead of looking at Frosttail, she's looking at La Caballera.
Mm-hmm. When it comes down to it in battle, if someone's injured, the time it takes for them to get to a medical tent could mean their life. A Valkyrie doesn't just stand idly by on the battlefield waiting for patients to come in so that she can heal them. A Valkyrie stands side by side with her allies, defending them and curing them should they ever need it.
I think her eyes just kind of widen at this information.
Mm-hmm.
And then, without a word, because I don't think she'd be able to speak, she would just point at herself.
Yeah, that is what you should aspire to be. No matter what anyone tells you, Elena, you are a protector. Remember that.
Ooh. She nods.
And he lets out a bit of a smile, and as he does, you could distinctly tell. You don't know exactly how it got there, but they're actually, no, never mind. Dread cutting that last bit.
Ooh, okay.
But yeah, he just lets out this extremely just a bit of sorry, losing it, a bit of a smirk as he looks at you. And as he does, the memory begins to kind of fade away.
Okay. Okay.
Spicy.
Spicy. I'll type that in chat, by the way, how to spell.
Thank
Mm.
you. My notes won't suffer.
All right. Moving over to Onimori. As you kind of like you look at the kanabo, your hands begin to trace over your mask actually, as you can feel the kind of like the weight of it on your face as you begin to get lost in a memory.
It's time.
As you were reminded of a time as you were in this extremely dimly lit room, as wooden floors, low ceilings, and as you walk next to a man who occasionally turns to smile at you as he leads you through, everyone else in the room kind of like acknowledges you with just like general smiles and laughter. The only source of light in this small room, which a lot of people appear to kind of be crammed into, is these small lanterns. And as the man kind of turns to you, as you both take your spots at I suppose it would just be a katatsu, not a table.
Sure.
Yeah, both of you just take your seats there. Do you want to go ahead and describe what this person looks like?
I mean, not too much detail. Just
Mhm.
his hair is pulled back very neatly, which
Mhm.
is definitely a military sign, because they're both samurai.
Yeah. I'll go ahead and add in one more detail. Yeah, no.
Yeah, go for it.
Yeah, he is in fact a samurai. You can definitely tell, as you always have, despite the fact that he definitely has clearly seen like a lot of battle. He regards you with this kind, surprisingly familiar tone. It's certainly different from the stiff tone that you're normally used to. But as he begins to kind of like ruffle through his knapsack, he says, "I found something at the market I think could help you out."
What is it?
He pulls out this snow mask in his hands. That of a red-faced demon, very specifically, a Hanya.
Like, Onimori takes it in his hands and turns it over. He looks pretty confused and just goes, "Theater?"
The man you would recognize as Ishida laughs as he says, "Well, as much as you seem suited to the stage, I doubt the warlord's going to let go of you that easily. But this at least seems lighter than forgot to look up the pronunciation of this.
It's the Pokemon.
Kabuto, okay. And as you remember, it does come with warding off the spirit of a wronged mother. As he gives a bit of a strange wry grin to that.
Suggesting I wear this out in public.
Well, I mean, it does seem at least a little bit lighter than the helmet.
Onimori just barks out a laugh. But, he'll take it.
Yeah. And as you put it on, you return back to the bleh, you return back to where you are now, going on to the Red Menace. As you kind of you turn the your weapon kind of over, your the smile kind of like appears on your face as you are suddenly reminded of the sounds of motors revving, of dust being kicked up, and of the shouts of people cheering you on. As you were reminded of the time that you were in a race in this strange looking vehicle. Do you want to go ahead and describe what the vehicle you're driving currently looks like?
You see, it's a fucking Chevy Monza, red one, all fucked up with lot the engine poked out, the the wheels are mismatched. How crappy as it could possibly look.
Dream vehicle.
Yeah. Um, and as you're currently driving it, your foot is just firmly on the gas, trying to get the most amount of out of this machine as possible. As you are just tearing down this final strip of road here. You just neck and neck with this car beside you, attempting to sneak ahead of them in like the last couple of 100 meters here. Um, and as you do, you remember the voice of a young goblin in your mind. As before you started the race, he takes you through every little like bit and piece of the vehicle itself. As he points at this like large red button, he says, "Okay, so just putting it out there, this is kind of the prototype. It will give you an insane burst of speed, but a decent chance it might explode the car. I'm like fairly certain it won't. Like, 50-50 shot it won't.
50 shot. That sounds good enough for me.
Yeah, bet nods. God. Yeah, and as he laughs, yeah, the button is right in front of you.
Red Menace, as it has been probably throughout the race, slams on the button again.
Yeah. Oh god. And as you slam on the button, it's one final last burst as you just push down on it hard enough that the button does not go back up again. And as it does, every like last bit of like of nitrous just begins to light up as the entire back of the vehicle just begins to explode with this fire. As you are suddenly just like launched forward with very little control on the steering whatsoever. And as you do so, you blast in front of the person in the lead as you easily take first with the sounds of the crowd cheering around you as I'm imagining you kind of just Akira bike slide into the winner's circle there.
Oh yeah.
Great, yeah. You do so. As people begin to cheer, just like all just like extremely like happy for you. There's two faces in particular that kind of like head over to you, and they attempt to lift you onto their shoulders. Though it appears to be the tiefling woman rather than the young goblin boy that's doing most of the work there. And as these two like lift you up onto the shoulders, they just say like, "You did it! You fucking did it!"
Of course. Didn't you think I would do it this time? I told you.
Yeah. The woman laughs and she says, "Yeah, I guess you did. Uh, hopefully, Vajra there gave you more than was of some use to you in all of that."
Yeah, I understood that. Yeah, I did use it. Couldn't Probably couldn't live without that.
Yeah. As the goblin laughs, he says, "See? 50-50 shot. Bet odds. There's no chance it would explode whatsoever." As soon as he says that, from behind you guys, thankfully a safe distance away, an explosion is heard as the rest of your vehicle goes up in flames.
There goes that.
Oh, God. And the tiefling woman just looks at him sternly for a second as he gives a sheepish grin, as the three of you just begin to laugh, satisfied in your victory. As, yeah,
Hey, yo, DM, can I change my backstory? That sounded dope.
Like,
I want to go car racing.
No,
I
it's
want
too late
that
now.
one.
You get vines. That's all you get. You get
Fuck.
vines.
Alright, I guess I get fines.
You have Maple. What are you
That's
talking
fair.
about?
Alright, so-
Sleeping on
You,
our girl
how
Maple?
dare you sleep on Maple?
Do you want Maple or a
fuck?
car? Make your pick.
Can I have both?
No.
I have one.
Fuck.
Having Maple
I don't
get
even have a
morphed into
car though.
Yeah,
you
you
don't
died
have
in
a
the
car right
backstory.
now.
Just saw it happen.
It's true, you don't have a car anymore. Alright, I'll stick with Maple.
Oh man. Daya, as you're looking at the painter's tools, you are reminded of your past. As you remember being in this extremely opulent looking courtroom. And as you are, you can see this like there's currently just like these two people in extremely royal fine clothing as they look at you expectantly. To their side is just like an older woman, a fire genasi, who currently just like taps like a clipboard, staring at you appraisingly and extremely judgmentally. As you can see, there is a painting you are about to reveal to them, something important that you need to let them know about. As you can go ahead and describe, what is that painting?
So, the painting, it's very abstract. It looks like it's been very quickly put together, almost like just trying to get it down onto canvas before the thought is gone.
Mm-hmm.
It looks almost like a building
Mm-hmm.
in the beginning stages of collapse over what appears to be a few humanoid shaped forms.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. As the man in very fine clothing just kind of looks at you as with concern as he says, "So that painting will mean that there is a building collapse happening soon?"
I believe so. I would highly recommend that you have the architects of the Empire investigate some of the less upkept areas to prevent said tragedy.
Yes, of course. Nicoletta, please go. Any resources you need, please make sure that this job is done. As the fire genasi woman just like dutifully nods, as she quietly just says, all right, reinforcing all the parts of town that have old construction should something break apart in that. I see, of course. And she kind of like stares at you for a very prolonged amount of time.
Daya
But
just smirks at her.
yeah. As she yeah, she writes it down though dutifully. As with the bow she makes her exit. As the someone else begins to come in as he says, "Oh, of course. By the way, Your Highness, the feast is ready for you all as soon as you're all prepared." As he nods and says, "Oh, but of course. Oh, Daya, you simply must come with. I need everyone to know about all the important prophecies that you've been explaining. I mean, really, just the amount of people that have talked about this in town, the amount of neighboring countries that, I mean, really, everyone's just so jealous of what you bring to this court."
Please, I do not just do it for the Valellis Empire. I do it in the name of the gods. They are the ones who granted me my gift in the first place. It'd be a shame if I were to not share it with its people.
Yes, of course. Now, come, we must be going now, and well, this is promising to be a very entertaining night. Perhaps if we can even get another prophecy or two, even during the dinner. As the two royals begin to kind of like laugh amongst themselves, you feel it. This distinct separation between you two.
I think probably as Daya would follow behind them, she takes a moment to stand and take a deep breath and compose herself before she goes to deal with the upcoming event.
Yeah.
This is so spicy. Oh,
All of the
Drama.
spice.
As yeah, all of you guys are now just in the treasure chamber as you realize where you are, and you realize just how utterly exhausted you are at remembering just about everything there. Well, for most of you, anyways. Yeah. And as you guys look around, there appears to be a decent amount of treasure around the room. There appears to be the dead corpse of Ironjaw. And you all appear to be bruised and tired. What would you all like to do?
Onimori lifts up the kanabo. See our little friend. He's still there.
He is still there. His face is kind of swollen up. He's just
You've been
breathing
fighting
in
with him
and
this
out
whole
heavily.
He's hanging off the end.
Oh my god.
He just
love
takes
him.
this like half-hearted swipe towards you and misses.
What's his name?
He cannot tell
Elena,
you.
I'm gonna assume you say that in character because it's funnier that
Yeah.
way.
Yeah.
And Onimori just looks at you for 1 second, turns back to him, be like, I'm going to go put him back with his friends.
Oh.
I'm not too interested in the treasure. Just go walk out.
Shouldn't we take the
I think-
treasure for the people?
Yes.
Yeah. Also, I think his friends are dead.
I think we earned a little bit of tax off the top.
He's
What is
gone.
tax?
Recompense. Payment.
The town was nice enough to help us, so
What did they help us with?
They gave us food.
they gave
We-
us food and
We
weapons.
paid
paid
for
for
that, but
Oh. Well, I mean, we can see when we get there and be like, hey, some money. Do you mind if we have a little bit of the money, but the rest you can keep?
They have also suffered greatly.
Yeah.
They deserve some recompense.
I will
I-
deal with
I-
it when we get there. Don't worry.
I agree with Elena and Ash, but if Daya wants a part for her, it's also fair.
Also, we
Well,
should probably get Vidar back to safety. That's kind
Yeah,
of our
that's a priority.
priority.
you should load people onto the boat and head back.
Well, I don't think we need to take that particular boat. We could just take one of theirs.
Yes, let's take one of their boats. Not ours. Our boat was
It had character.
nice.
I don't. Yeah, I mean, it took us here. That was very nice of it. But otherwise, I think we might want to take one of theirs. Do they have both? The people here? DM?
I assume they had boats. Right?
Yeah, I will allow that because so you
Thanks,
don't have to
buddy.
take the shitty scuff boat.
All right. I
We're
think.
gonna just start piling the money in.
Yeah, I think
the
Ash
bags.
dumps out his quiver, weirdly, and just
Mhm.
starts to fill it with money.
Don't you need those arrows?
No.
Oh, okay.
Alright.
Yeah, we should
Okay.
take care of Vidar and then we take care of the money.
Yes, something.
If it's stable enough, you can just do multiple trips. You don't need to.
Okay.
I know you're very wise, and your motives are beyond me, but I'm trying to help you.
Ash kind of just stops and turns to Red Menace and just goes,
This is to show the people there is something here for them to come get.
Of
Assuming
course.
that the jaws will scatter. They need to come collect.
Oh, you're very wise. It's incredible.
I guess we're all gonna walk out to go find Vidar then.
"Yeah."
All right. Yeah. As you guys head back over,
To the other map.
to the other map.
Perhaps.
God, this map
Nolan,
is
you might want
still
to
there.
click on your map. It's not catching up.
Nope.
Nobia.
There we go.
All right.
Aha.
Why are you all at full health?
You leveled
As
up?
you guys make your way over to the shack where Vidar was kept, I believe you at least unchained him before you guys.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
By Iron Jaw.
Yeah, Red Menace.
Onimori, where
remember
the
doing
fuck
that.
are you going?
I'm returning my little buddy to his
The
You're
house.
goblins are
turning the
over
goblin.
here.
They're over here.
Return him to the sea.
They're over here,
Go
actually.
swim, buddy.
That's where all the asleep ones
You're
were. Your
freaking-
goblin buddy was over
No, yeah, the rest of the goblins were there. It's fine. He's just
Yeah,
just
he's
touching early.
already gone. He's left.
Here, wait. Here's your goblin.
Thank you. Got him.
Return him. Return him.
Return the goblin.
Return him to the sea.
Be free. I can't swim.
My arms are broken.
Oh god. Go on.
And in the end, he still
Stupid.
died.
Oops, that's not what I meant to do.
Oh god. Yeah. Vidar is currently just like slumped over, kind of leaning against the wall. He's heavily bruised, and you can see that like one of his legs is like has been almost just like they tried to bash his like
I'm gonna healing hands on his leg.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yeah, you're just gonna use all of that. Go. Don't make you roll for it.
Okay.
Yeah. As you do so, his breathing went from shallow to a lot more stable. He should at least make the trip back, though he will probably need intensive care. But
Mhm.
there's a very good chance that, he's going to survive this at least.
Sorry we were so late.
Did what we could.
Yeah, I mean, not a problem. I mean, I think I'm just lucky to be breathing at this point.
And you're gonna keep doing that the whole way back. Yeah?
So
He-
menacing.
Yeah, he nods, trying to stay lucid.
Okay, we're just gonna scoop you up and start to the boat.
Okay.
How big is he?
Yeah, you guys head over and load Vidar onto the boat. I'm assuming after a little bit there, Onimori, you catch up with the group.
Yeah.
Want me to do anything? Okay. Did you want to have any final words or no? Just leave him in
No.
silence. Two ships
I'll
passing the night.
DM you where I put him.
Yeah.
I want to see him again. I don't need to come back.
Oh man.
How
What?
big is Vidar?
He's
He is
dwarf,
a
isn't he?
dwarf. He's
Okay.
not too big. Yeah.
I'll
What-
carry him.
What would you
Mm.
say, out of curiosity? Like, what is weight be? I know you never ask a dwarf their weight, but
Yeah.
How
I
dare
mean.
I know I'm pretty
Uh,
rude. I'm so sorry.
Light enough that 4 of you could carry him onto the boat.
Okay.
4 of
Onimori
us?
strides up, seeing all 4 of you
Oh.
curious, man.
Or-
No, Daya's
Oh,
not.
Daya,
then.
I guess.
No, she's not.
I have a +2.
Okay, all 3 of you can carry him to the boat. It's fine.
I can just give him a piggyback, it's fine.
Yeah. If you guys are just kind of grabbing his arms and legs, you can carry him. It's fine.
Shoot,
man
that's
has
like
been
the least
tortured enough.
comfortable way to carry
Yeah.
someone.
I mean,
broken
yeah, but
down.
like, what else are you going to kind of? Okay, you
Can I
can.
run back to the office, find a blanket, and just kind of carry
We can
like
we can roll him.
roll him over.
carry him like a makeshift gurney?
What are
Okay,
you guys
makeshift journey.
doing
Makeshift
with
journey
this?
is fine.
If I might make a suggestion, because this seems highly wrong.
And Ash will sort of just lean over, and Maple, who's still there, will just walk up. Maple has a 16 strength, a higher strength than me.
Holy
Maple's- Jesus Christ.
Maple's
Maple's
fucking
slow as fuck. Holy
Um,
shit.
And Maple will just lean down, and I can roll for it if you want me to, but I assume Maple could just pick Vidar
That's
up.
fine. Yeah, I was gonna
Oh
make
my
you guys roll
God.
for anything. You guys can just move him. It's fine.
No, we have to roleplay the Shivam. Let us do it.
So
Roll it, I
Pretty
guess.
much.
Okay,
Yeah.
fine. Maple rolls strength.
All right.
So is this like putting are we basically putting a dwarf on the equivalent of like a miniature pony?
Yes.
fuck.
No.
Hey, Maple's struggling as she crawls to the boat.
Maple just woke up. Okay.
This is
give
true.
her
You
some
can't blame
slack.
Maple for this.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you put the dwarf on Maple's back, and Maple just crawls over.
Poor baby.
Yeah, you guys are walking over to the docks, and Onimori just walks over and just like,
We are
nod
improvising.
once. Okay.
We have plans.
I see.
Yes. Well, we should head back to land.
Get Vidar in the boat.
Mm-hmm. All right. Yeah, you guys do so. And yeah, so as you guys are heading back to land. By the way, the amount of gold, assuming you guys, I would just say you guys can just bring the gold. I'm not gonna do coin weight or that shit.
Hey, thanks. That's
Thanks,
pretty cool.
buddy.
Very nice of you.
Yeah. In total, you guys would found about 2,000 gold.
Ooh.
It's
Mm,
400
pretty
each.
good.
Well, we're giving it to the people.
Yeah.
It was their money.
It was
Mhm.
their money.
I will say this. I think Elena and Ash, you guys would be insightful enough to know this. if you guys were to split it like 50-50, so the townspeople get 1,000 gold, you guys as a group get 1,000 gold, that would be a fair deal. I don't
They
think
did
we want
have our
that.
weapons. It wouldn't be unfair to assume they had stolen other of our belongings.
Mhm.
Okay, you know what? I think that's fair.
Yeah.
1,000.
200 gold each.
Mhm.
Alright.
Yeah.
I guess.
Cool.
That's
And-
a lot of fucking gold, though. We're good.
What is money? No, I'm just joking.
What
Oh,
is
gotcha.
fiat currency?
Very funny.
I mean, if you don't want it, I can take it.
I did not say that.
God. Right.
I think if I would like to imagine that like as like Ash is just like counting the gold on this boat and like putting some money in the bag, like Ash is like struggling and like counting, as Ash just goes like
5, 6,
7.
8,
and as like he goes to say 8, you just hear Maple go like,
and he's like 7, 8.
Great.
Maple, you're so good with numbers.
Yeah, Maple lets out a happy squeak.
I love her.
God. Yeah. As you guys are heading back, though, your attunement completes with your weapons.
Ooh.
And as the attunement completes, there's one final step that you guys need in order to unlock the full secrets and remember everything that you used to be able to do with your weapons, and that would be to call your weapon's true name.
Ooh.
So, I believe everyone should actually know that. So, who wants to call out their weapon's name and find out what it does?
Let's go first.
Do you all mind? I know we're on a boat. I would like to try something. I have a weird feeling, if that is okay.
Okay.
Yeah, go ahead.
Of course.
Give her some
Ash will
space.
sort of stand up on like the back of the boat facing out towards the open water and just like
I think it is.
pull the bow up and aim it out into the water, and he'll act like he's going to go like pull a bowstring back, even though he completely just like misses the bowstring as he just goes
Arboretum.
Ooh. Can you
As-
spell that? Sorry.
never.
You go and type it out. As you call out its name, our burrito.
Our burrito.
I'm so sorry.
And as you call out its name, the very finely shaped wooden handle of the bow begins to just kind of like light up as you can see chromatic energy begin to be channeled into it. As you can see where you would knock the arrow, at the top of the bow, a like dragon's head appears. As an assortment of arrows begins to kind of like flash in and out of the bow itself, just kind of appearing for a second, knocked, and then like disappearing, waiting for you to pull the string back for it to be fully loaded. As it swaps between colors, red, green, yellow, and blue. As Arboretum deals damage based on your last chosen dragon essence and generates its own ammo. You have a number of charges that refresh on a long rest equal to your proficiency bonus you can use to spend on the following. Draconic Mark. As a bonus action, choose an enemy within 15 feet. They lose resistance to your current draconic essence until the start of your next turn. Or Dragon's Fury. You may cast the spell Dragon's Breath on yourself as a 3rd level spell without spending a spell slot, choosing your Draconic Essence as the dragon type, or as the damage type. I said dragon too much.
Dragon.
Dragon.
In addition, for Dragon's Breath, when you cast the spell using the bow, instead of breathing out the damage, the cone attack comes from the bow.
Yeah, dope. Very dope. I think Ash, as like the different arrows are flashing, he sort of has his eyes closed as they're like flashing, and then all of a sudden, Maple, who is like sort of like grabbing onto the shoulder and like peering around over his shoulder, all of a sudden just goes, and he grabs one of the arrows while his eyes are closed, which is this full crackling blue lightning arrow, as he just lets it off into the ocean, as it sort of just bursts like a few hundred feet away into a shower of sparks.
Ooh. Oh my god, yes.
Yeah, anyway, you fired one of the arrows, yeah?
Yeah.
Just the... Okay. As you fire the arrow, you can see as it sails through the air. It appears to be almost like small dragon wings from the elemental arrow you shot.
Ooh.
Alright.
Sorry, I had to check.
That was so cool. It's like a big rainbow.
Onimori claps.
Very impressive.
Thank you.
Ash will sort
We
of
clap.
sit back down, almost
we all clap.
sheepishly, as like Maple
Polite
sort of just
clapping.
crawls and drapes herself over his shoulders.
Good.
Amazing. Alright, who's up next?
Should maybe wait until we're on shore.
Daya, 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 Daya.
You guys just have time until you get back to shore, though.
Yes, but we're in a boat.
Okay.
But Daya, water.
Imagine if this thing hits the boat, it will keep going.
Oh,
yeah, that's-
goodness.
Yeah.
We can wait till we're back on land. Oh, look, the land.
Oh, look at the land.
There it is, Lenho!
Oh,
That's so
look,
wild.
The land.
So wise,
Oh,
ever so
dear.
wise.
So wise.
Perception is beyond my mortal.
Oh, I have a.
Oh,
Oh, I don't have a bad perception actually. I was gonna say I thought I had a garbage perception.
It's a ranger.
Yeah.
What if Daya went so we stayed in order?
Oh wow. Okay. Yeah, that makes sense.
I mean, if you really think I need to go next, so be it.
yes.
And you see her open up the case on her hip as she's going through and finding a little glass pot to select, as she pulls out her paintbrush and she just kind of like twirls it between her fingers a little bit, and she goes, "It has been a while since I used my pigments of possibility. Let us paint fate once more." As she takes her brush and dips it into the water, and as she begins to paint, a scene begins to form. It is of a ornate palace draped in silks and fine fabrics, overlooking a cityscape, all decked out in white brick and red roof tiles. She pulls it back out of the water, and she looks at it once more. It is nice to know I haven't lost it yet.
Yeah.
Oh,
Quite
cool.
impressive.
And yeah, as the paints inside of this glass jar begin to just like sparkle, with this rainbow energy inside of them, the pigments of possibility can do two things. One is still life. Add silent image to your spells known. It is a ritual spell as you paint an illusion into existence.
Yeah, that's dope.
2. Elemental Mark. You may draw a ward of protection on an ally of your choice at the end of a long rest. Choose fire, lightning, cold, or acid damage. the next time an ally takes that damage of that type, they have resistance to it. And that is one ally at the end of each long rest. You can choose to paint a small mark on them. Also, you can technically paint whatever for the elemental
A little
mark.
dick
Oh.
right on their
So,
forehead.
You know, yeah. Do with that as you will.
It's a lot of
Dangerous.
creative liberty you're giving a player.
Oh, this will be perfect. Don't you worry.
Oh my god.
I am scared.
I want my face painted cool like a tiger.
You just show up into a
Elena
boss
become
fight
a
with just
furry.
like your face painted.
Yeah,
It's
and
important. You're showing up. It's like this important thing. Like, finally, I can face down the man who killed my father. As like, as it just smash cuts to Elena and Tiger face paint.
We all
I'm
need to rock up into a
menacing.
battle at some point and just
Yeah.
full like child face paint. Just
I want this. That's all I want now.
Oh my god, amazing. Alright. Who's up next?
I think it's you, Elena.
Okay, and she stands up, and she moves her finger so her scythe is summoned again. Cristiente y manguente.
And as you speak it aloud, the scythe is summoned, and without even needing to think about it, you can spin it around in your hands, as it just feels natural to be able to swing the weapon around, almost as if it's an extension of your own body. And well, technically speaking, it is.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And as it does so, it suddenly kind of shifts between two forms. One is the scythe form as you spin it around, and as you kind of like toss it up into the air, it kind of like attaches to your wings as it kind of begins to empower you as it shifts back into the scythe form once more.
fuck,
Alright.
that's cool.
Very.
So,
Fun fact: it means waxing and waning in Spanish.
Ooh,
Ooh.
very fun fact.
So it can do two things. One is dusk. The first time on your turn you cast a spell on yourself or your allies, you deal 1d4 magical slashing to an enemy within 15 feet. And dawn. The first time on your turn you deal damage to an enemy with the spell, you heal 1d4 HP to an ally within 15 feet. So, whenever you heal, you do a d4 of damage. Whenever you harm people, you heal a d4 of damage.
Yeah.
Nice.
Interesting.
Interesting.
Mm-hmm.
Drinks, you
Go
owe
ahead.
me a cup of water, Onimori. Also, you are next.
Onimori just looks at Ash.
Is that not a
Just step
tradition
off
anymore?
the boat. I'm not sure what you're referring to.
Oh, okay. Sorry.
He steps off the boat and picks up the katana bow with ease with his 18 strength. And he says its name. Daibo.
Mm.
Which just means no, I'll keep it for last. What's
God.
it do? I guess he just smashes it against like part of the boat they left behind. They were trying to fix.
Yeah. And as you do so, the entirety, the remainder of the boat is just crushed underneath the weight. As this impossibly heavy weapon, is yours to command at will, easily able to just swing it around with ease. And as it makes you crush the boat, you can see that it's made like we'll say like it's kind of washed up onto like a bit of like stone. As you can see that it's completely cracked the stone underneath it.
Nice.
Yeah, and as you pull it out of this like impact trader, Daibo can do one thing in particular. Whenever you hit with an attack, you gain a stack of bloodlust. For each stack, your next unarmed attack gains an extra D4 of damage, and will restore and will give you an extra D4 of temporary HP up to a max of your proficiency bonus.
Nice. Also, its name just means big stick.
Good. Good.
Very
Perfect.
good.
I wouldn't have wanted it
Perfect.
any other way.
How do you spell it? Daibo?
The thing
Yeah.
probably Shivan's posting.
Yeah, posted.
Yeah.
I'm gonna make sure I put that in my notes. Big stick.
Yeah, it's a maul, right? Not a.
I think it's a
Or is-
maul, yeah.
Okay.
Two-handed heavy weapon.
Mm-hmm. Cool. All right. Last but certainly not least.
Oh shit.
Mhm.
Because the Red Menace attuned to his weapon, he has poofed in the air for a bit. As it becomes his turn, he poofs back. He
Like he
looks at it and
disappears.
yeah, because of the
Oh.
X-Blade stuff. He
Oh,
looks at it and says, Vajra.
Yeah, and as you do, you begin to rev up the
Oh my
sword.
gosh.
As you do, you guys can all hear the crackle of the electricity as it begins to grow, just like almost completely out of control, just surrounding Red Menace. You expect him to cry out in pain, but the electricity, as it kind of like touches his body, you slowly realize that bits and pieces of his body slowly begin to also just like turn into electricity itself.
Oh,
Uh,
so fucking
that is the hottest thing
cool.
I've ever seen. That is incredible.
Yeah.
Nolan, sexuality, sword.
Yeah,
Yes.
my Ash's sexuality is actually sword.
Yeah. And as he turns his body just into living electricity, he begins to just kind of like he can move around almost at the speed of electricity, as he kind of zips around for like a second.
Oh, hell yeah.
As
He's become the car.
From the car.
Yeah, as he zaps back into to place into a physical form. Vajra can do two things. You have a number of charges equal to your proficiency bonus that refresh during a long rest, and you can spend charges to do the following. Rolling Thunder. You teleport towards an enemy within 15 feet as an action. They must make a dex save equal to your proficiency, they make a dex save, or they're going to take damage equal to your proficiency bonus number of d10s, half as much in a successful save. Or Crashing Lightning. As a bonus action, you turn your body to lightning, increase your movement speed by 10 feet, and you do not take opportunity attacks this turn.
Oh fuck.
Hell yeah.
Yo.
Hey guys,
That's cool.
that's fucking dope.
I clap.
Yeah, I think Ash just looks at like Red Menace and goes,
If I am wise, then you are strong.
Mm-hmm.
This is the proudest moment I've had in the 2 days I've been re-alive, I guess.
Oh, good.
Does that not hurt you?
Not at all. Why would it? I'm the Red Menace, and this is my sword.
That is
Fair
so
enough.
cool.
I have so many questions. First is, can we go back to the village? It is late, and I am tired.
That's probably a good idea, and we need to get Vidar to some serious medical help.
Oh, right.
Yep.
We should probably
Vidar's
bring...
like moaning in pain.
Yeah, as you guys are,
Who else
that's
showed
what
off
I
her
wanted
cool
you guys to do this on the boat while you had like nothing else to do, but Vidar's just kind of passed out on the
We should-
face down in the sand.
Sorry,
should
we had
probably-
to flex for a second.
No problem. I get it. You're pretty cool, guys.
Alright, thanks.
Please help me.
You want to see it again?
We should probably...
I pick
I
him
mean,
up
yeah,
like a
kinda.
baby,
Let's take him to the doctor. She's...
Okay, that first.
pulling him over my
Doctor.
shoulder like a sack of potatoes.
You do so.
Oh, he has a tattoo on his back? Ooh.
Narnag.
Ooh. Sorry. Writing
I
notes.
just noticed it's glitched out on the on the
Oh
page.
no.
I'm
What
so
are you
sad right
doing?
now. No, it's fine. We can
We'll
fix
check
it
it out
later.
next week.
We'll fix it in post. Alright. Yeah, you guys head back to the village then?
Yeah.
Dude.
Cool. Then yeah, you guys head back to Cedar Grove. As you guys do so, it's late in the night. Or sorry, actually, it's not late in the night. It's dawn is beginning to approach. As the sun
Well,
begins
it's been night.
to peek over the horizon. And as you guys walk in, groggy, tired, but with Vidar in tow, you can see Leaf, his brother, just run out and just kind of embrace fucking steady.
I'm not tired.
Okay, Onimori, fine. The rest of you guys, pretty fucking
Exhausted.
tired. But
Yeah.
Onimori, you are good. You are trucking. You are ready for some more.
You have cocaine running through your veins.
You piece of shit.
This is so good. I love this speech.
God, I can't wait for this to just become reoccurring. Like you just choose to bring
My
this up at any
personality
possible
now.
time. Yeah, this is one of your personality traits. It's just steady.
Good.
Go ahead.
Have I
sorry.
told you about steady?
We were at a tearful, heartfelt reunion between Vidar and his brother.
Yeah, you sure do. God, yeah. As Leaf just begins, he helps try to scoop Vidar up. As he just begins to sob, just embracing Vidar. As he says, as Vidar just says, hey, "It's fine. I'm back now." As Leaf just with like tears in his eyes just looks at you all as he just says, I can't thank you enough. You can see
You're
the rest of
welcome.
the townsfolk. They're looking at you with pride and admiration. As they're glad to see Vidar back safe and sound. As you can see Ivy the fairy say, "So, Ironshot, he's gone?"
That is a prick, yes. You can go find whatever the hell be left of him if you do need confirmation.
She kind of pales for a second and says, "No, I think we'll take you at your word."
But yeah, you should go there. There's
Well,
a fort or some kind there. Probably good place to, live if needed. Also, we brought a boat if you guys need that. There's also money there, so
yes, we also
it's
brought
a stop.
this gift.
No, we brought the money, yeah.
Yeah, just
Oh,
slam
but-
a bag of gold down on the ground.
All yours.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, as they just look at you guys in shock, as Ivy just says, as she just begins to kind of just start sobbing, she just looks at you all and says, "I thank you."
Welcome.
Oh,
It's only your duty.
why?
It's hard to believe that. Or sorry, no, go ahead.
Why are did we do something wrong? I am confused.
Good
You are
tears.
crying.
Good tears.
Oh, there
Happy.
were good tears.
You've all been incredible.
Oh,
I mean, it's been stifling living under Ironjaw's taxation. And I mean, it's insane to think that in just, well, a day here, you guys have managed to free us from that.
Well, it was no problem. Well, there were many problems, but we
Think-
solved them.
I think we're all very tired from our journey.
I would like to sleep.
And we should all go take a nap. Can you point us to the right direction of where Dr. White lives?
Yes, of course. As Ivy kind of points you towards that direction. You can see that she's currently at the house of Molly and Jasmine. As she says, as Ivy first says, but of course, there's not much we have. But if there's anything we can do for you all, please be sure to let us know. You guys are always welcome here.
Okay.
Thank you.
Ash will do sort of like a weird, like, half, like, bow sort of thing where he goes,
This is weird.
and he'll start heading back.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. As
Onimori just does like one snappy nod and follows.
Mhm. Yeah. As Dr. White leaves the house of Molly and Jasmine, she walks towards you all as she looks at you all with concern. She says, "Did everything go all right?"
Well enough.
Mostly. Yeah.
It's good to hear. As you guys can notice the smiling faces of most of the townspeople, save for, of course, two people in the house behind Dr. White, whose lives are going to be irrevocably changed by what happened here today. And as that realization settles in with you all, Dr. White says, "Well, thank you all for what you've managed to do. I suppose I should start off with this. When I resurrected you all, I mean, you guys still have a choice after all of this, and after all you've seen, I wouldn't blame any of you if you decided to pack your bags up now and live out what you can in peace. But that right there behind me, that's a story I've seen 1,000 times over. No, go ahead.
Go ahead.
Okay, yeah, she'll go off and she'll say, "There's a part of me that's growing numb to the fact of seeing this happen over and over again, and I hate that. Why I resurrected you all is I want to put a stop to this. I want to make sure that this doesn't happen ever again. So, this is your all choice. This is your guys' choice here. Will you help me?"
It seems the powers that be decided to give us a second chance. So I can only speak for myself, and I will not waste it. So if you point me in whatever direction you can, I'll go there and kill.
If there are more people like Ironjaw who are making the world worse, I would like to stop them.
I mean, if we did choose a life of peace, what life would that bring? All of our family that we know is dead. Our homes probably gone. I'd much rather make a difference for other people. So I will join you.
Elena has a point. You would have to be messing with me to suggest I have a choice here. What am I supposed to do? Go out into the wilderness in this damned world you've brought me into? If you're going to wrench me out of my grave, I might as well do something important.
I believe I am a mix of things. I'm not dumb enough to overlook a second chance at what I could not achieve in my first life. So I do not do this for you. I do this for me. Take care to remember that.
She nods as she says, "Alright then. Well, with all of that then, I suppose you all deserve a good night's rest, so let's go ahead and retire for now." As, unless there's anything else, you guys can head back to the place that Dr. White is staying at, and we can go ahead and take our 15-minute break here.
Yeah.
Real fast. I don't know, if you want to move this after the break, you can, but
Okay.
I would like to talk to Dr. White.
Yes, they would also like to talk to
I think
Dr.
all
White
of
and the
us
whole
wants
party.
to talk to Dr.
Okay,
White.
we'll do that after the
But-
break then.
Okay.
As Kate is finding the source of this pigeon murderer.
I found it.
Oh, I was gonna say, do we want to do our fun facts?
Mm-hmm.
Fun fact.
Would you like to start?
Ah, shit. Yeah, sure.
Mhm.
Yeah,
Like you have a
definitely
choice in the
not,
matter?
definitely not going to the chat where I can read what I wrote down. So Ash, even though he is an archer and is trained in archery, he was not trained initially actually to hunt, but to actually gather fruit. A lot of those trees that I described earlier had more fruit growing on their tallest limbs that couldn't be reached, except for the fruit to be then shot down by a bow and arrow. Yeah.
Target practice.
Target practice.
Mm-hmm. Hey, yes, I really enjoy bringing back all the fruit from home, and it just has like an arrow hole through
Well,
all
you
of them.
don't shoot through the fruit. You shoot the branch, and it knocks down the fruit.
Oh, you know what? That makes more sense.
Obviously, Shivam wasn't a gatherer nor a hunter.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
Just imagining pulling like a full Mulan, just like pinning apples to trees.
Yeah.
Civilized people, am I
Bad.
right?
Guys, what's wrong? I got him. God, pulling a splinter out of the apple. Anyways, Kate.
Yeah, so my fun fact for day this week is that her favorite kind of fish are called ornate wrasse. And she likes them because of how colorful they are and how playful they would be as she would go diving and do her before profit job.
Mm-hmm. Oh, that's very good. Oh, these
And
are
I-
very colorful fish.
Oh yes, they're very pretty. They're very cool
Mhm.
looking. And I did not have a stroke. This is a real person. I looked this up. This is Saint Olga of Kiev. I will
This
tell
is a
the story
saint?
because yes, she got turned into a saint post-death. But I believe the city is. She went to the city where her husband was killed. She told every house to give her like a handful of birds. To each bird, she then attached sulfur, and at night, they told the soldiers to set them on fire and release the birds back to their houses.
Oh my
Setting-
god.
Oh my god.
This lady was
Great.
fucking intense. Would highly recommend a read.
Oh my god. But yeah, no. Also, very good fish. Can we get a picture of that up on stream? I don't know if we can open that up or.
Well, if you open in the same window as the
I totally can. Let me put a
Stop
picture
it,
of
I'll
this
show.
fish on stream.
The fish?
Yeah.
Good fish.
Oh, is it my turn or is it Elena?
Elena?
Yeah, Elena.
Oh.
Gosh, that made
We
it
go in the
so
order
big.
of the
Zoom out. Abort.
Look at the fish first.
There we
We're gonna
go.
appreciate the fish.
Very
Oh,
good.
there he is.
There he is.
Fish
Very good.
cam.
Fish cam.
Alright.
Anyway, Elena's favorite season is winter. Short
I
and sweet.
guess feathers keep her warm, right?
Fun fact.
Yeah,
Mm.
That is a fun fact.
it is.
Very fun.
Fun and a fact.
God. I'm really missed from our last campaign. I missed the hostile energy we bring to the fun facts. I
An
enjoy.
adorable fun fact.
Yeah. Oh man.
I don't know what
Well,
you're talking
putting that
about.
under the rug is
This-
now a safe zone for fun facts.
Yeah, I don't
Mhm.
like this seems like a very fun and lighthearted experience where we share fun facts with our characters. I'm very
Listen,
confused.
I'll find more intense,
Nope,
They'll
murderous
slowly
gonna
grow.
be safe, happy, and lighthearted.
They're,
For
they're
my
gonna
fun
slowly
fact-
grow.
Onimori secretly does not like the strong flavor of koicha, which is a thick matcha tea often used in tea ceremony. But he could never bring himself to tell his friend who would constantly prepare it for him when practicing for her tea ceremonies.
Oh, that's terrible. Yeah, no. Like, because if you're, like, I imagine it would just be a thing, like, it's politeness because, like, at first he just kind of thinks, like, oh, we're not going to do this too often. And then, like, it's 3
Just
months
keeps
in.
happening.
Yeah, and now it's too late for you to say anything because, like,
Oh my
yeah,
god.
why didn't
Yeah,
why
and,
didn't
like,
you
the
tell me
whole
3 months
idea
ago?
of koicha is that
Been
it's
doing it.
it's harder to prepare and it's more matcha than regular like.
Mm-hmm.
No.
Is that the kind that they like whisk with like a
Yeah.
bamboo brush of like
Oh
a
my
million
God.
times in order to get the right consistency? Yeah. I tried that
Exactly.
once, failed miserably. Broke the brush.
Oh no.
I felt bad.
I feel so bad for her, the friend now.
Yeah, my headcanon is the friend was just like, oh, it took me like a long time to repair, and like he didn't complain, so he must like it. Therefore,
Mhm.
I'm gonna keep
Yeah.
making it. This is his
Mhm.
favorite drink now.
Yeah, and at this point you can just
Well,
swear like
it
that's
is
your
what you
favorite
would
drink.
serve at a tea ceremony to your most valued people.
Mhm.
Oh god, it's incredible. All right, Nemo.
Ah. My fun fact is the Red Menace is slightly afraid of Onimori's masks. It spooks him.
Very.
Very
It's
spooky.
supposed to be a spooky mask, so yeah,
Doing
There you
its
go.
job.
doing its
Oh
job,
my.
yeah.
I like this modern era fun fact.
Yeah.
They're all about their backstories or like their like general ones. in life.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, this is fine. Oh god.
No one said the rules.
I mean, yeah, fair
It's
enough.
funny.
All right,
It
so
could be a
next
fun
week,
fact for this session.
Mm-hmm.
everybody's fun fact is everyone's slightly afraid of Onimori's mask. It's
Stop.
Also, Nemo out here really playing by Airbud rules, huh? Nothing in the rules can't say I can't do a modern day fun fact.
Get the fuck out of here.
God.
Fucking airbud.
What?
Anyways, on that note,
Gotta use those
Um,
Airbud rules.
as you guys head back to Dr. White's place, you guys can all take a long rest and watch Airbud, I suppose.
My health is back.
Yeah. As you guys rest overnight.
That's right. We can hit the long rest button.
Yeah.
Heck yeah.
very good.
Oh, that made that much simpler than what I was gonna try and do.
Well, it's a little like
Oh,
knocked
my
out.
spells,
That's-
everything. We're in here. Yeah.
Very
Where is
good.
the long rest button?
It's
by
up,
your-
Oh,
hit die.
found it.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Did it work? Oh,
Resting.
rest.
It's all fun and
Rest.
games until Shaven starts to narrate it from the start of the campaign again.
With a
It was
click.
sideways. Tell you guys.
Stop.
The only reason I know that is because I kept watching the intro and repeat.
God, it's
With a click.
With the click. I'm so sorry.
Oh man.
Uh,
Right. as you guys wake up in the morning, you guys feel refreshed, as you guys have slept through basically the entirety of the previous day and night, as the sun is once again up and kind of peeking through the blinds. You guys gather up in like her kitchen, where she is currently just like well, let's go with just pancakes. Um, as she plates them out for everyone with some syrup for you guys to spread over.
Do you have any meat?
I could make some bacon.
Oh, it does not need to be cooked meat. Just any meat would be fine.
Well, that doesn't. She kind of squints for a second and says, "You know what? I'm just gonna fry it real quick, and we'll see how you like it like that, okay?"
Sure.
All right. She fries some slices of bacon and adds them to your plate.
What's the full spread?
Pancakes, bacon, eggs,
Egg?
eggs.
Eggs.
Oh
Ash,
no.
like picks up the bacon and slowly just like moves it towards his mouth before going, "Oh no," and drops it onto the ground behind him, where you just hear,
Oh my
as
god.
Maple just eats the bacon.
Good.
I
Good.
seem to have dropped it. What a shame.
All right. So are you currently just hiding Maple?
No, I think Maple is just sitting under his chair right now.
Oh, okay. You're not actively trying to make.
No, Maple's not hiding.
Can I offer some bacon to Maple just
Mhm.
really sneakily? Not really
Yeah.
sneakily, but just like
Yeah,
Who do you
she
think of
hungrily
that
just like hops
after
up and
we
just
eat?
kind of tears the piece of bacon.
I love her.
Yeah, she's currently holding it in like her front claws. She's kind of sitting on her hind legs, just chomping down.
Bless.
Maple
Menace?
trusts you. This is good.
She's very cute. I love her.
She used to be a lot bigger. Very
Is she going to
small right
grow?
now.
How big?
At least as big as those ogres we saw before.
Oh,
Big.
She can get bigger. Needs food though. Protein.
I take my entire plate and give it to Maple.
No. Still healthy diets, please no.
You just kind of like just slide the plate over,
Yep.
like everything off the plate. Great. So a pancake just hits her on the face, and she's just kind of flailing about.
I want to say that like Maple
Covered
does
in
like as like
syrup.
the pancake hits and it like slides down, the like syrup is just covering her face. She does the like cartoon like dog thing where
Oh my
where her
God.
tongue like flaps out and sticks to her face, and then it just like circles around and like.
I
Yeah.
was looking for that fucking gift, Shiva, for the cheese cat. Oh my
Oh god. Yeah.
Oh,
But she does begin to lick the syrup off of her.
Dr. White, this is my dragon, Maple.
Oh, a dragon.
Yeah.
Wow.
She was in the egg.
Those have been extinct for 5,000 years.
Good. As she kind of like holds her hand out as if greeting a dog. As she allows Maple to sniff her, as she says, "Well, how do you do, Maple?" As Maple just like cautiously accepts a head pat from her.
Maple is weary.
Yeah, I can see.
For good reason, I think. I think we have some unanswered questions here.
Oh, before we get to that, Onimori waltzes in full armor,
Oh,
and he just approaches a pancake,
Oh my
kind of
god.
cups it in his hand, and like just grabs a fistful of egg with the other hand and shoves it into the pancake, and he's like trying to like close it. And he pauses and he puts it down and goes, "What is this?"
Burrito.
Way to eat a pancake.
Pancakes. She kind of like hands you a fork.
Not a
As she
fucking
thinks
fork?
for a second and says, "Oh, yeah, just stab the pancake with the fork, or you can just kind of use it to a knife to just kind of cut off bits there."
And you also use your hands and just
I use
shove the
my
pancake
hands.
into your mouth.
I mean, yeah, it's up to you, I suppose.
It's a little sticky though. You have to
Are we
clean
not-
it on your pants after you're done.
On your pants.
Are we not packing our meals for journey?
I mean, I think we all had some questions for the doctor first, and then we began our
Oh,
journey because
right.
I don't think we know where to go from here.
Yes.
Yeah, I can pack
Likewise.
you some meals properly, but
Question time.
yeah, I figured you'd at least like one hot, one proper breakfast before you guys went out.
You were right.
Stuffing
food.
his mouth.
So, questions. Well, yeah. What do you guys have first?
Should we just go down the line so we're not all just berating different questions at once?
Noodles for
Okay, Ash, you go first
Ash
because
is
I
the
guess
widest one, yeah.
you go first.
I would actually
Widest.
like to wait until last, if I could.
Okay,
yeah, he has his motives.
Okay.
The man
okay.
is very wise.
You're right. You're right.
Well, then I suppose I will ask the obvious question. Why us? What do you know about us that made you pick us?
It's
Alright.
pretty obvious why they picked me, but I'm gonna stay silent.
Oh, of
Good.
course, Red Menace is an obvious pick out of all of history, but I would like an explanation for the rest of us.
That's fair.
Yes, of course. Well, I suppose, let's go ahead and start off with the Titans. I kind of mentioned them earlier, but I fear I kind of glossed over that description.
Yeah.
Throughout history, I don't know exactly who is behind this, but after Cielo became a very powerful warmongering empire, they had these people called the Titans that were their true source of strength. These Titans, I have a theory that most of them were also resurrected by necromancy, in at least a different way from you all. All of them appear to have been heavily augmented, and to be honest, they're monsters among men. Each of them is capable of tremendous feats. I've heard stories of some of them being able to take on armies just by themselves.
Oh,
So, as for how that involves you all, I've tried to trace as much information as I can about the Titans. For each of them, they belong to specific eras. Eras that I believe you all cohabitated with them.
so
Oh,
are you saying that we were alive?
we would know them.
Oh.
Perhaps know them, perhaps at least know of them. I'm not exactly certain about full relations there, but at the very least, you guys should at least have some sort of working knowledge of maybe who they are, and hopefully how they work, weaknesses, any kind of information would be useful, because right now, we're not dealing with very much information on our side for what we can actually do about them.
Well, what do you know about the Titans? Can we get a description? Anything?
That is information I will hold off on for now.
Why?
Because
Why?
Why?
have any of you remembered your deaths. And
Still
none of
don't
you
think
have.
I die.
I don't believe it would be important to this question.
What if you still can't remember anything?
Right. That's... Well, I suppose that makes somewhat sense. Let's go ahead and start off with this. If I were to tell you, I'm worried that, at least for a few of you, if those titans were involved in any kind of way in your deaths, if I remind you of the titans and who they are, and especially who they were to you, if they were involved in your deaths, it might trigger a memory before you guys are adequately prepared to receive that memory physically.
What, will that kill us again?
Well, it won't kill you, but the consequences could be dire.
Suppose we'll just have to trust the doctor on this one.
Yeah. As for you, Elena, you said you have any memories, or is it no memories?
All I can remember is when I got Crisente y Menguente was the name of my weapon, and then this flash of like a church and this woman in glass with wings like mine and a sword, and this big feather man talking to me.
She
As-
sighed. Oh no, go ahead.
That's it. Oh, sorry. That something about Valkyries, and that's it. I can't remember anything else.
Yeah, she sighs a sigh of relief as she says, "Okay, that's good though that you're at least remembering bits and pieces. Think of
But-
it. Well, let's go with this for why you don't remember everything right now. When I put you guys back together, for some of you guys were decomposed, or occasionally anything that you guys had in your physical bodies was unable to be actually repaired. Elena, you suffered some of the worst of this. And your physical body, there was a lot more replacements than fixes, so to speak.
What?
Because of this, well, here, let me use a metaphor. And she takes out a cup of coffee. She says, "Okay, imagine, if you will, this cup of coffee right here, all the coffee that's currently in the mug, this is what I could repair. And this, all that is repaired, has your memories in it. Does that make sense?"
So my memories are the coffee in the mug.
Well, just a metaphor for now.
Okay.
Now, if I add cream to the mixture, as she pours a little bit in, you can see that like it's added to the coffee cup, but it isn't quite mixed in. As she says, currently, there's a difference between the coffee and the cream right now. The cream is the parts that I've replaced. And right now, your body can tell there's a difference between the two. Now,
What exactly did you replace?
a good chunk of God. Your head received a lot of blunt force damage. Bits and pieces of your brain matter itself had to be replaced.
So I
In
will
time.
never remember anything?
No, not quite that. Because in time, just like you remembered your memories, those parts that were replaced are slowly going to be incorporated in your body. As she slowly begins to stir the coffee, you can see that it's all mixed up now, so you can't tell which part's the cream and which part's the coffee now. As she says, as soon as your body is unable to distinguish between the parts that are replaced and the parts that were repaired, everything should start slotting itself back together. And then, hopefully, I do believe since you've recovered some of your memories, the rest of them are slowly going to come in time. But if we try to force things, if I try to explain things to you, we risk breaking the cup, to still use the coffee metaphor.
Oh. Okay. Okay.
So I'm afraid on that end, I will have to ask you all to be patient. But I do believe in time your memories should return to you.
Well,
And as soon as they will, I can explain to you everything about the Titans and anything else I know about where you guys are from.
if this is a matter of not having enough strength to handle these memories, like you say, is there some way we can attempt to regain our strength or pursue something to help us with those memories?
Well, yes, for right now, I believe having routines similar to what you guys used to do would be beneficial in at least speeding up what memories are slowly beginning to return to you. In addition, your physical forms do need to be retrained the same way you used to do in life. As unfortunately, since you've died, your muscles have atrophied a decent bit.
Oh. Well, I guess if you are okay with me hunting around here, then that shouldn't be a problem.
She nods as she says, "Of course. Though, I think the unfortunate part for us all is that, well, if we do just wait for you guys to head back to full strength and then head out, countless numbers of lives might be taken in the process of just waiting around. If you guys were all willing, it might be risky, but I would send you guys out in the field to at least start trying to find out information about the Titans, find out if you can defeat them or not. And once you guys feel that you're ready, you guys can move in properly. But unfortunately, I do believe we kind of need to play this by ear, by having you guys at least do the legwork for being able to defeat the Titans.
Okay, so where should we look first?
Well, assuming there's no objections to this plan, the closest Titan to here would be in the Dust Keep. As she pulls out a map, you can see to the northwest of you guys, about a week's journey away, is a fairly large town. And as she says the name Dustkeep, Red Menace, that is a very familiar name to you.
Crosses his arms, perks up in his chair, and wow. So that the town is still there then.
It is. But Yeah, by the way. Yeah, that is correct, Izzy.
Okay, sorry, I'm just making sure.
Yeah, everything but their deaths, but yes.
Cool.
Yeah. But she goes on to mention, yes, for now the town does still stand, though currently it is under Cielo's rule.
I have never been more mad in my life. Okay, where are we going? Right now? Right now.
Oh,
Red Menace stands up and starts walking toward the door. Alright, let's
wait,
go.
No, wait.
What?
We should gather
Onimori's like
our
right
things.
behind him.
Oh, okay, well, I guess we're going.
Can we get pancakes to go?
Well, does anyone else have questions? Ash, did you have something?
You brought back people. You brought us back. Is this something you could do for others as well?
She gives a sad smile to that as she says, well, one, it was costly just to bring you five back. And two, you guys are, exceptional amongst, people in terms of willpower.
Onimori, kind of interrupting her to an extent, just steals like a washcloth and shoves like a pancake and a bunch of eggs into it and ties it up and just starts walking out.
God. But yeah, she goes on to say, even if I could muster up the resources again, it would be doubtful that I might find someone else who could undergo this process again.
Yes. Oh, okay. We should be going.
And Ash will sort of like stand up and very quickly just like dump his plate into Maple's mouth. Yes.
Oh my god.
Just
Yeah.
makes his way out the door.
Garbage.
Actually,
Yeah.
Sort of in a huff.
On our way out.
Alright,
Could
Daya wanted to wait
Daya's
on.
got a question.
Daya, you got time?
Yeah.
you know, I think it'd be best to speak my mind before this whole thing gets too far along. And she postures herself, I assume at like a counter. Elbows on the counter, hands clasped together, as she leans in and she starts with Dr. White. You know, only once I got back my memories did I realize what a fucking fool I was for not going along with this without questioning a single thing. What a fucking martyr you are, huh? All of the hard work you did to get other people to do the job, you are too inept to do yourself? You really are no different than the others. You only needed me when you needed something from me. At least be grateful that I am not a fool enough to overlook the second chance you give me, and that I did not tear you apart like this in front of the people who adore you so much. Now I will tolerate you for the time being. It would be best you remember that. As for the rest of you, as she turns to look at the rest of the party, it really is like being in the thralls of high society once more. Surrounded by worthless ingrates who are less than the dirt beneath my sandals.
That was not very nice of you.
Shut up. Let me make something crystal fucking clear. Unless we are doing something important, such as related to this Titan hunting, you are to leave me alone. If it appeases your simple minds, though, You need not worry about the aid I can provide you. My survival depends on your survival, but expect no more than what is required. Strangers are what we are, and what we will remain to be. Your personal lives are insignificant to me. That is all. Now are we leaving or no?
I'm gonna raise my hand.
Yes, airhead.
Oh,
And what happens if we don't become strangers anymore? Will we be more than the dirt beneath your sandals, as you say?
I have no interest in gaining friendships.
And what if I have an interest in gaining friendships?
Then that is your loss.
I don't think she intends to lift the sandal from you, Elena.
She just grows this determined fucking look on her
Oh, God.
face.
Now, if we don't need to leave right away, she glances at Dr. White. To stick to my daily schedule, I think I'd at least like a stroll on the wilderness before we leave. You may find me out there. And she heads out on her own.
The doctor just kind of takes a long chug of her coffee after that one.
Holy shit, Kate!
I
That's
like
so
this.
good. I like this a lot.
As she just quietly mumbles, history books said nothing about her sparkling personality.
Wait, there's books of her?
There's books about most of you, but once again, finding out too much too soon, I really wouldn't recommend it.
Do
Okay,
not
but could
go
I...
asking around. Is what you're saying.
Sorry, one more time?
Do not go asking around. Is what you are saying.
Yeah. It'll all come back in time.
Okay.
Or at least, until you remember your deaths, don't go poking around too much in your past.
Well,
What about if I learn about Daya's past?
I think it's best if you leave her business to herself for now.
Mm-hmm.
I think our alliance is not the strongest and don't want to mess with that.
no, she thinks herself above us. So I don't know there would be much we could do to ground her, per se.
I mean... Do you feel the same? And she's looking at both Ash, Onimori, and Red Menace. Do you...
Beneath her? No.
No. I mean, all of us as strangers to nothing more. You don't think we could work together as more of a team? More as...
You seem like decent people. I don't know you yet, but I'm not discarding friendship right out of the bat like our water friend.
I think there is a chance over time that we could get to know each other and grow to be friends. It would depend on any number of things, but there is a chance.
I look at Onimori.
If I can't trust you not to stab me in the back, how does that make you any different from my enemy?
Okay, well, I'm not gonna do that, and I don't think anyone here would.
I was about to say I don't have swords. That is a lie. I do have swords.
Metaphorical. symbolic. I'm going.
Yeah,
Doctor,
Oh.
do we have any sort of... I guess we can just take the cart we used yesterday.
Yeah.
Okay.
For transportation, that will likely be your best shot, though it is a rather loud vehicle, so you won't be much for stealth if you go traveling in it.
can walk.
Do not take offense to this, Doctor, as I know you put time into bringing us back. We are not the, stealthiest people.
All of our rolls last session.
Yeah, it was never an option.
I'm certain that'll never be of use.
We are either, brightly colored, very large, or have, wings. I don't know how frequent that is, but I don't think stealth is an option.
Well, yeah, fair enough. I suppose then, yeah, the buggy should be able to get you guys to the Dust Keep. Though it is a vehicle that does need gas in it, so you will probably have to fuel it up in the city.
Gas.
I understood none of that.
What?
She
Explain
looks
it
towards
during
Red
the
Menace
travel.
and says, "Yeah."
Yeah, it's not important. Magic liquid makes cargo vroom.
Oh,
Oh.
Okay.
like you would fuel a fire.
Oh.
Okay.
Yeah.
I see.
Well, let's get packed then.
Onimori just walks outside.
Weren't you already
Yeah.
outside?
Yeah, nah, he's like been walking further and further from the open door as we speak.
Walking towards the Dust Keep with his steady.
Nice, steady. We don't need gas. I'll push the car.
I'm gonna
either.
walk there, guys. I'll meet you there. Stupid.
Can I stop the Burger Queen's house?
Yeah. Yeah, you can.
Burger Queen.
I want to say as we're walking out, I think Ash would turn around sort of at the last minute and look to the doctor and just say,
I would like to, apologize for what, Daya has said. Although...
She holds up a hand and she says, "Don't apologize for what someone else did."
No, you need to let me finish. I do not believe that she is entirely wrong in her sentiment. However, she is not entirely right. You have brought us back to do a job that you cannot do yourself. And I do not believe that that is a bad thing. However, it is not a thing that should be taken lightly, and I do not think you are. But we are all now exposed to this place that has shown a lot of cruelty to very good people. And while your intentions are good, we could be exposed to very harmful things and might not make a difference. I want you to be aware. We will try, but may not succeed.
Yeah. this path that I've set on, I'm resolved for anything that comes with it.
Well,
And
you are willing to help in ways that you can, then I believe it would be useful if you could track down any information you can while we are gone. Prove her wrong and be a help to our cause.
yeah. She says you still got that crystal, right?
I believe Red Menace does.
By the time you get to the Dusk Keep, I'll pull up all the research I can. See if I can't find out things about the Titan's past. Find out places you can explore in the city. Interesting leads you can follow. That sort of thing.
Okay. Thank you. I should catch up with them.
And Ash will kind of slowly turn around and walk out the door.
As she calls after you and says, and hey, thank you for all of this. Thank all of you.
Like I said, we will try.
That's all I can ask. As you head out.
I'm gonna go get Daya.
Oh gosh.
You're gonna go find her.
Oh,
fun.
easy. Daya! She's just yelling.
Okay,
It's
you're
just-
chasing after she's good. Okay.
Yep.
She's at least staying within view distance of the house, but she's just wandering around. Really just checking out the nature because it's different from what she has seen.
I like bound up to her. Bright smiles only. So, are you done being grumpy?
Oh my god.
Fuck.
Oh
God.
gosh.
Roll initiative.
Alright.
Well, are you ready to listen to me and leave me alone?
Listen, I can do.
I'm stealing the stairs back.
But you keep talking and keep talking. But are you really saying what you want to? Or are you saying this because you're afraid?
Afraid.
I mean, we all just kind of woke up after being dead for who knows how long, and we're in a new place and don't really know what's happening, and we're expected to save the world. I mean, I'm afraid.
But you're afraid because you have no experience to build from, to look back on. In my life, I was a very important figure.
What were you?
Man,
I was a
me too,
guide.
'cause I wanna be a good cousin. I don't know if I'll
A
be-
voice from the gods. My
What
job,
gods? Sorry.
all of them.
Hmm.
You hear that?
The ones who gifted me this in the first place. I mean, they just don't hand this kind of thing out to anyone.
So why did they choose you?
I don't always like answering that question. You get to guess.
I don't know.
Maybe because when you speak your mind, certain people listen.
As they should. I mean, I have a lot of experience. I did not go over training for this once I got to my powers for nothing.
You willing to help? As you said, we're all strangers under your feet, blah 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 blah, all that fun stuff. You could make yourself a life here, because you're so important, and the gods talk to you and stuff. But you're deciding to go with us.
Because I am still me. I am not where I was. However many years ago, I don't even know what fucking year it is. But I'm not exactly on the same level as I was before. If the rest of the world is like this fucking mess of a town, I'm going to have a bit of a difficult time. Of course, I will probably be anywhere, no matter what I do.
So instead of staying in one place, like here, you go with us.
Yeah, but you haven't seen.
Yes,
She just gives a big ol' smile.
because I did not get to do that. Now, do you have anything else for me? Or are we not leaving?
No, we're leaving right now. We're going to get some magical juice or something for a car.
The hell is a car?
I don't know either.
Is it like a larger chariot? How many horses
Slap
does
shot
it
over to the car.
How many
What's-
horses does it require?
What's a chariot? You can just smash cut to the car.
Smash
Yeah,
cut
we
to
just
the
smash
car.
cut to the car. Is
Alright,
yeah,
Red
smash
Menace
to the
just pouring gas in the
It's
tank?
Red Menace, Onimori, and
want-
Ash, right?
I
Yeah.
wanted
Yeah.
to talk to the Burger King Queen.
Oh,
Oh,
true,
no, wait,
true,
no, you
true,
want
true,
that
yeah,
for
true,
yeah.
Burger Queen. Yeah, okay, we'll go to the Burger
Okay,
Queen
wait,
first,
wait, real
sorry.
quick. It's just Ash and Onimori at the car, and they
No, we're doing the
both
Burger Queen
walk up.
first.
Burger King
No, wait,
first.
I have one line. I have one line.
Okay.
Onimori just says, "Where are the horses?" Haha. Okay, go ahead. Go ahead.
Okay.
Go away. Go to the Burger Queen.
Good
Thanks.
line.
Bye.
Good line.
Yeah, you knock
Yeah.
on the door. I'm assuming, right?
Yeah, just kick it down.
Kick it
No,
down,
Oh my
I'm
God.
god.
You know, as you knock, you can see Jasmine just kind of like slowly open up the door as she says, "Oh, hello. Sorry, I heard about what you guys did for Vidar. Thank you. She kind of looks down a little bit awkwardly.
Yeah, but we did what we had to do. I'm not here about that. You just lost a very important person to you, and I'm very sorry. If somehow we were a bit earlier in our arrival, could have maybe helped. And it makes no sense, but I feel guilty somehow. So I'm trying to make it up for you. And Red Menace is gonna give his 200 gold to Jasmine.
You don't have to do this.
It's okay, I'll bond the money off my friends.
Oh my god.
Good.
And yeah, do what you can with it. There's one more thing, and Red Menace produces the rapier he was using before he got Vajra back. We're not gonna be around for a while now, so he hands it to her. It's better if anyone around here could use that.
She nods. And as like she does so, you can see her like grip onto the rapier tightly. As I think she hands you back the gold. But she hands on to the rapier as she says, When we were young, my husband promised me that he would work as hard as he could, and eventually he'd treat me like a queen. We'd move into a big fancy castle and be rich and happy for the rest of our days. But we didn't have a dime to our name, and I was happy just being here with him. I don't want the gold, but I'm gonna fight like hell to make sure that I can protect Molly. She's proof of him. Proof that what he did was worth it.
Red Menace pockets the money, gives a sad smile and a nod and says, and good luck. And he just leaves.
You too. As she closes the door.
And I'm gonna ask where the gas is for someone in another place, because that's gonna be too rude to just go back and not.
Hey, BT does. God. Sorry, forgot to. God, no. You get the gas from someone else.
Yeah, can we say we like smash cut back over to the car?
Yeah, smash cut over. Okay, wait, hold on.
Yeah.
Onimori and Ash, how do you two get the gas then? As
No.
Red Menace is doing something.
I think Ash is sitting there going,
Now, okay, so I heard, Red Menace say that this does have horse power. So
Oh, God.
we do use horses. But how?
Where is their yoke?
I don't know.
and
Is
I
it
think
maybe
when
detached.
I would love to
ahead.
imagine that like when Red Menace gets back, both of them have just like sort of awkwardly like tied a horse to the side of it.
Yeah, like the bumper just has like a rope on both sides tied to a horse.
Oh my god, yeah.
And Onimori is just sitting on top of the car. 'Cause I don't know, the inside's like too mechanical.
Yeah.
Horsepower.
Mm-hmm. You as you kind of like attempt to start like the horses try to move forward, but like it's still in park, so they can't really go much further.
I think there is an issue with our wheels, Ash.
Yeah.
I'm turning.
I'm not sure. Oh, Red Menace. Did we attach the horse in the wrong spot?
It's on the front. That's where horses are, but there's actually tiny ones inside of the car, so we don't need a big one.
Oh.
They've miniaturized them?
In a way, it's like 0.1 horse.
Where are they?
I love this.
Reminisce pops the hood open and points to the engine. Somewhere inside there. I have never seen them myself, but I believe they work real hard. If only we give them their food. Magic liquid I was talking about.
Strange.
Yeah, it's basically magic.
Well, let's pile in then. Assuming that everyone is here.
At
Oh,
that
look.
moment, Daya and Elena show up.
Oh, look, there they are.
Have everyone.
Onimori hops back on top of the car.
Assuming Red Menace already has the gas and just putting in the car.
Yeah. You fill up the car and then you guys get going then.
Yeah, I think. How big is this car?
Yeah, I was
It
thinking
can
the
fit.
same
It's 5
thing.
person. Yeah, it can fit you guys.
What's her
The 3 of you
seating
in the back are
arrangement?
kind of squished.
What's her seating arrangement?
2 comfortably in the back and 1 Onimori on the top.
Hey,
There
Onimori,
we go.
there's actually a special seat for guys like you.
He just stares, waiting for Red Menace to continue.
Yeah, come with me. He pops up the trunk.
Oh my god.
I don't think I can sit up in here.
Yeah, no, you lay down.
You just like
It's like a bed.
with assistance shove Onimori in the trunk of the car.
Yeah. Just
Oh my
go in there.
god.
Just goes in the trunk.
Yeah, he's gonna comply because he's just confused.
Oh my god.
I'm gonna poke some holes here so you can breathe,
Oh my
but
god.
it's completely safe. You'll be fine. Don't mind the bumps that happens. It's the horse kicking.
Don't mind the bumps. It's the horse kick.
Okay.
That's right. Maple is coming up. This baby can fit so many little Sebastians.
Yeah, you just close the truck.
Just close on the moraine.
Oh my god.
Oh my gosh.
Just muffled to Onimori. Okay, I'll be moving towards the front now. Take care. Watch your head. And sits in driver's
Yeah,
seat.
he's just gonna take a fat nap back there.
Yeah.
Nice.
We're all awkwardly now, like, shoulder to shoulder in the backseat. Well, let's be honest. It's Red Menace driving, Daya sitting in the passenger seat, not wanting
yeah.
to touch anyone, and then
Yeah.
fucking 8-foot-tall Ash awkwardly, like, pushing against Elena's wings in the backseat.
You're just fluffed up like, oh,
Yeah.
okay.
Yeah, Ash, you have to like squish into like the canopy. Like Elena, your wings are covering up. Yeah, most of the seat in the
I'm
back.
so sorry.
I am also sorry. I am at a weird angle.
We need a convertible.
A what?
Gonna explain it later.
Okay,
Okay.
let's go.
Now it's I'm not sure how you guys are with loud noises, but it's just gonna be one, and Redman turns on the engine.
It
We
kick-
immediately draw all of our weapons. No, I'm kidding.
Roll initiative.
Yeah, it kicks into gear with a loud spurt. As you guys can get going.
Vroom
We
vroom.
go.
Vroom vroom.
Vroom, vroom.
Vroom,
If only we
vroom.
could play copyrighted
Tokyo Drift.
Take it
gas,
in.
gas, gas.
Oh.
Shut up and drive.
Oh god.
I think we can play 5 seconds of it.
If who wants to do our shitty flute cover of that for 5 seconds? So you
You're
don't
the
go
bard.
get my
Get your
ocarina,
recorder out,
hold on.
You're
Kate.
the bard, Kate.
I have it, but I don't know what notes.
Yeah, damn it, Kate.
Anyway.
Kate, you're the bard. Come
Get
on.
one
No,
job.
I'm kidding.
Wait, I can't actually.
Oh my god.
Oh my god. As you're pulling out the recorder. Oh god. You guys make your way along.
Make him way
the side.
downtown.
I'm terrible. Absolutely terrible. I hate it every time.
It's gonna happen every time. I hope you know.
I- you guys begin to drive alongside the countryside. The road is mostly just this dirt road that's barely been paved. As unfortunately, Onimori in the trunk. It's not a very restful sleep as you kind of
I would argue that he can make himself comfortable in
I
like
mean,
the
yeah.
worst possible way. But
yeah.
yeah, no, I understand.
Because of
Yeah,
steady.
you're definitely like banging your head
Steady.
against the fucking like top of the trunk like
Steady.
a handful of times over.
Yeah, I think he eventually just like uses his power to just like encase his head to protect from blunt force trauma.
Oh
Good.
god.
Mabel's head is sticking out the window. It has
Yes.
Oh,
to
for
be.
sure. Tongue flapping in the wind.
Mhm.
Yes.
Good.
Mhm.
Yeah. You guys are going at a decent clip. The three of you who can see, this is unusual. Even like the horses or chariots going at like top speed, they wouldn't be able to match the speed of this thing as it cruises
Tiny
along.
horses. Condensed.
Yeah, and I'd imagine too. Red Menace's driving probably doesn't help. I imagine it's not a smooth ride. I imagine he's trying to pull all the initial D moves.
Oh, yeah.
God.
Nearly smash into something as Daya just like death grips the fucking side. You're
Just
going
like a
to
moth
fucking-
with a side
forgetting
seat. Yeah, like holding
Onimori
the
is in
top
the
handle.
front.
You're going to fuck. You're going to fucking die again. I swear.
Mhm.
Wee.
This is like
Um,
riding a beast.
Any conversations you guys want to have as a group as you're driving along here?
As a group, as fucking Onimori's in the.
As Onimori's in the,
We
you
just
could
go-
yell from the trunk. It's fine.
Yeah, we just go,
Okay.
what do you think, Onimori?
You just pop down the middle seat. There's a little hole
Oh my
for him to stick
God.
his head in.
Yes!
Yes.
No one's thought of this.
No one's told us this. We don't know cars.
You could just start feeling and find out.
If he
Oh my
gets
God.
if he gets desperate enough, he'll just punch through. Don't worry.
Okay, got you.
Nothing that I necessarily want to talk about.
I'll speak up if
Oh,
nobody else has anything. Anybody?
Go
No,
for
I
it.
think you're good.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, how is it like being alive before all this?
Never mind. Just kidding.
Like, what did you all do? What were you like kings or queens or like cool knights or whatever you call them, or like did you? I don't
I
know.
was a king.
You were a king.
Yeah. Does keep. Where are we going?
Oh, you're the king of the place we're going to. Oh, I didn't know you were royalty.
Royalty is a strong word, but I like it, so I'm using it.
Okay, so like King Red Menace, putting that in my notes.
Yep. Red Menace, Bastard King of the Dusk Keep.
What did
Was
you do
kind of
as a king?
democratic though.
Oh, okay. What
Not
did you do
really,
as
we
king?
just- Well, outlawed shit or something. Almost a subverlor.
Oh. Did you like being king?
I did.
Hmm.
A lot of respect when you're a king, I think. I like being respected, it's nice.
Okay. I look at Ash. What were you?
I was just a hunter.
Oh, what did you hunt?
Well, I less hunted animals and more protected them, and made sure that there was a balance that was kept. Only animals that were causing problems for the environment would be taken out, or animals that were agreed upon with nature when I talked with it would be taken. And
You talk to nature?
Oh, yes.
Hippie.
Hippie?
I do not know what that word means, but probably. I spent a lot of time learning how to talk with, plants and animals.
Oh.
Although, in this new world, I don't know how useful that will be. There's a lot of machines that I am not familiar with.
I mean, there's still trees and flowers and plants, and I'm sure there's animals out there somewhere you can still talk to. I mean, you also talk to your. She doesn't know what word to say, either companion or pet, about Maple.
Partner.
Oh,
Partner.
Yes,
That's a
Maple
good word.
is my partner. And Maple can understand me, and I understand her, so it is a good line of communication.
Wait, what is she saying right now?
Yeah, Mabel burps in agreement.
Maple agrees.
Wait, what is she agreeing to?
Oh, that we have a good line of communication. Also that it is very fun outside in the wind.
Also, she tells an offensive joke. No.
Oh my god.
Stop.
Ash just
Like
looks at
Maple.
that's a little crass.
The 3PO and R2.
No, not much else besides that. Just a hunter.
Were you good at hunting?
Oh, I would say that I was good at it. I knew how to organize very well with the, pack that I traveled with, and it made it very easy.
Could you
I-
imagine if the doctor brought back a hunter that was bad at hunting? That would be interesting.
Maybe he was good at something else. I don't know. Anyway, but we have Ash now, and he's a good hunter, so we're fine. And at that moment, I think her hand will slip on some kind of button, and the middle thing will open, so Onimori's head will stick out. Oh, hello.
What a good just what's the trope word for that?
God, it's just your head peeking through like.
Oh, hello. That's where you are.
I'm beginning to think this isn't the most comfortable seat in the vehicle. His head just,
Very
like,
special, though.
smacks.
We can
Very
swing
exclusive.
butts next time if you want. I don't know how well my wings will fit in there, but we'll try.
How flexible are they?
I don't know. Like,
We'll find out.
I've
You
only
can't
flown
make
like
wings.
once, so I don't know. Onimori, what were you in your life?
Oh, we're sharing stories now.
Not
Nolan
now.
posting the what movie is that? The
It's The
Shining.
Shining.
The Shining. Put that on the screen, Nolan.
Yeah. This my very first thought.
Oh,
Here, let me.
that's fucking funny.
Uh,
Holy
Just the
shit.
mask too.
Just the mask.
Oof.
This is why the fun fact for Red Menace was today.
this was my very first thought.
Oh
Just like
Christ.
Onimori sticking his head through the seat.
It's Onimori.
We're sharing stories, are we?
Yes. What were
Yeah.
you in your life?
Well, I was a samurai.
What is that?
It's a warrior from where I'm from.
Oh.
I worked for a number of warlords, and if one would fall, we would transfer to the one we fell to. And it's a pretty tumultuous time when I lived, and I did get to see the war end. And now I'm here.
Good story.
Yes.
Do you have any good, what did you say, samurai? As she's trying to say it, like, it's a foreign thing. Friends?
Well, yes, if we traveled in groups, and like I said before, I need to trust the people who I work with, or else how different are they from my enemies?
Is the mask you have on to scare your enemies?
Wait, that's a mask? I thought it was his face.
It is a mask. Yes, it does do that.
Do you ever take it off?
Sometimes.
Okay. She'll look at Daya. Well, the back of Daya's head, because I doubt she's looking behind. Did you want to share anything, Daya?
If you wish to repeat what I told you, I will not say no. But I will not do so myself.
Elena will repeat everything that Daya said, because I don't remember. I have it jotted down on my
I
notes.
messed it to the gods.
Panicking under the full weight of like
I pulled out the reverse Uno card to fuck over his
Motherfucker. I literally, I have it all wrote down, but I was writing it so fast, my hands all fucking chicken scratch. I rewrite my notes better later when I hear the recording.
Yeah.
So I'm like, oh fuck, what did she
I can
say?
hear every brain cell just whirring in your mind.
I think Onimori will remark, well, with a personality like that, I can tell her myself surprised that the gods would make her their mouthpiece.
Very like a charlatan of some sort. I've met some.
Eh,
Like me sitting around.
so.
Do the gods
Hate
talk to you
Googling
like...
charlatan.
I'm so sorry.
Sorry, go ahead.
Do the gods talk to you like all the time? Or just sometimes?
Depends on them. They give me their messages
31.
when they wish to. I do not ask for them.
Oh yeah, that's the usual talk.
Red
Yeah,
Menace.
right, Mr. fucking King.
Yeah, I was going to say, do
I
you
am.
also talk to the gods?
Wait, Red Menace, you talk to gods too?
You just said
No.
that's what they usually do.
The charlatans, yes.
Oh, okay.
Oh, ah.
You're fucking scam ones. Maybe.
Yeah, like, oh, if you don't pay me 30 gold for this amulet, a bad thing will happen to you. That's the usual stuff, right?
No, that was not my spiel. They gave me visions, and I shared them. All that I got in return was housing in the most luxurious place that I could think of in the city. Well, for my mentors, that is.
I think Onimori just looks directly at Red Menace.
Red Menace, not Swords or Mori.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, that sounds nice.
Oh, it was. Never having to lift a finger to do anything anymore. Being waited on hand and foot. Anything you could desire, presented to you on a gold platter within seconds.
I
Red
think
Menace turns to Onimori again.
Onimori nods.
I'd get pancakes if I were there.
Christ.
I liked the pork we had this morning. I would get more of that.
Ash,
Oh, yes.
you did ask the necromancer she had the ability to resurrect others. Why was that?
There are people that I used to work with who were very talented. It could be useful to have them back with us. But it seems this is not the case.
The necromancer, no, sorry. Do you miss them?
Some of them, yes.
Onimori
Ooh.
gives one slow nod. He says,
Can I insight check that?
"You can do
some of
whatever you
them?
want."
Sure.
I am gonna use my ball because we haven't rolled shit this whole session,
It's true.
and I don't know
You're
what
just
I'm gonna
insight
use.
checking my
Alright.
statement? Alright.
Yeah, you're like.
And in the meantime, Onimori will say, fuck, I lost my train of thought.
Ooh, alright. I don't think I'm gonna beat that, but we'll give it a try. I don't think this is gonna go well for me.
Oh.
Ooh. Ooh.
Oh, you have a
Minus
negative
one.
one.
Yeah, I'm not very charismatic. If you'd believe it. So the end of the statement was technically true. There are some people that he misses and some people that he does not miss. The beginning part of the statement where he said, I had some comrades who were good in battle that it could have been useful to have, that was technically the truth, but you're getting a feeling that there's more that he's not saying.
I think Onimori will also continue
Sorry.
while Elena's doing her analysis.
Yeah.
It is a little strange, isn't it? Being taken out of your home place and your home time and tossed up here.
Yes, it is hard to adjust to, but you all have been fairly gracious with me, so it has been easier.
We're all in the same boat, my friend.
Yes.
This time is a fucking sand trap of an existence.
Indeed. I don't need you reminding me.
Although it is not the best situation to be in, it is the hand we have been dealt. So it is.
We might as well play it.
Yes, exactly. If we fold, we get nothing.
Onimori disappears back into the darkness.
Ooh, just recedes.
Recedes into the
Well.
trunk.
I'm starting with nothing, so this is just kind of a find out situation.
I am very curious to know who you were before, as it seems maybe you had the most the most struggles out of all of us.
I like to think maybe I was some kind of cool soldier or something.
Onimori reappears.
You mentioned soldiers, and I shall appear.
Whoever you were, someone disliked you enough to want to cave your head in.
She shrugs. I
And
guess.
apparently, someone liked you enough to write a book about you.
Shrugs
Do you
again.
think there's books about all of us out there?
Yeah.
How else would the necromancer find out anything? I know we were told not to look into things, but can't help but think that
Mm-hmm.
I would
Maybe we're
eventually like to
being-
read something about myself.
likewise. Maybe we're being led by the doves a little bit there.
Maybe. Although it has been a while since I have had to read, so...
Oh, I'm sure we'll figure it out.
I think at least one of us can read, right? And she looks at Onimori.
Yes, I know how to read.
Then we're all set.
Oh, do you not know how to read, Elena?
I mean, I can't remember anything, so I don't know yet.
Oh, okay.
We'll find
I'm
out.
sure our prophet who was raised in luxury can also read. Comes along with it, doesn't it?
Yes. Full education. Something that not too many had at the time.
Oh, so two can read. See, we're fine. Wait, Red Menace, can you read?
Yeah.
Oh
It's
my
gonna-
god.
Have
Insight check.
more
I was
than
gonna
half.
say, can Daya write something in Celestial and be like, alright, smart one, read this.
You do so, Red Menace. Do you have Celestial?
I don't think I have Celestial.
Wait,
Aw.
do you hold it up?
Yes?
Are you sure?
I
You
read
that.
Celestial.
Oh
What
no,
does
you
it
picked
say?
two languages of your choice. I don't think, yeah.
I think Daya would first snarky go, aw, oh bad. I guess you can't read.
Wait, what does
that's
it say?
then.
I'm gonna say it out loud, whatever it is.
It just, it says, my name is the Red Menace, and I am a moron.
Elena, out loud. My name is the Red Menace, and I am. Hey, that's mean.
Very nice.
Oh, so it is a lot of people who can read.
We can teach you. I don't know how yet, but we can.
Oh, I probably speak languages as well. They're just older.
Ooh. Like what?
I don't know the names. They didn't have them back then. They were just
It was just the language.
It was just pictures.
We had
on
the one and we
wall.
liked it.
The language.
Okay, that's cool.
Yes.
Anyway, that was my analysis. I just wanted to learn about everybody, and now that I have a good amount of notes I can use.
Yeah.
I'm going to return to my nap.
Okay.
Okay, have a good nap.
I'm gonna try.
I think Ash pushes the seat back up so it gives
So
him
we
some
have some
darkness.
room.
Yeah. Great. Alright, if there's nothing else then, as you guys are driving along, nice. As you guys are driving along, a day or two passes with nothing much of note on the journey. But on the third day, as you guys are making your way along this path, Red. Fuck, I tried so hard to avoid it.
I'm so glad it's Nolan and me doing
Let's
this.
go.
Suffering.
As you guys are moving, Red Menace, you can hear a very loud roar of an engine coming from the tree line. And as the whatever vehicle it is makes its way onto the road, you can see that it is a tiefling woman on a motorcycle as she looks at you. And as she does, she stares you right in the eye as you guys approach in the vehicle. And she revs the engine to challenge
Oh,
you to a game
no.
of chicken.
Oh shit!
We're about to die.
Yeah.
Well,
Red
if she's
Menace.
on a motorcycle, it'll be fine.
Yeah. Red Menace accepts it.
Oh my god! Poor
Poor
Onimori in the trunk.
Tapping on the gas immediately.
Yeah,
Little horses can
as you
beat
guys are
quite
clipping
energetic
along,
today.
Red Menace just suddenly steps on the fucking gas as you can hear the roar of a motorcycle as this tiefling woman just revs her engine and races towards you guys.
What are we doing?
Yeah.
We.
Playing a little game. It's fine.
You're a bunch of guards in the back.
By the way, the tiefling woman looks like this because I really gotta show off this art. It's very good.
Yeah.
And it's
Nice, nice.
scuffed in the preview.
Oh,
'cause
hell
it's
yeah.
roll 20 crunch, or not roll 20,
Yeah, yeah.
100 crunch it.
Prize.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's
They
so
can
dope.
print it. Wait, hold on. Izzy, if you want to post the art. And...
Let me find it. Where'd I put it?
That's
I
I gave
pull
it
it
to you.
up.
Oh, fuck.
I got it. I got it. I got it. I got it. I got it.
Oh, new map.
New map
Paste.
Buddhist.
There we go. Maybe. I'll put it in the horror and harpy art too.
Mhm.
I like this.
This is gonna open direct.
Yeah.
Hey, there we go. All right. Oh
Very
gosh,
good.
I need to zoom out.
I like the sign.
It's so cute.
I'm so proud of that fucking sign.
Yeah.
That's so good.
And as she revs the engine and races towards you guys, I think that's where we're gonna end tonight's session.
Ah.
That's a good
You
one.
As next week we'll finish this game of chicken.
Oh,
Damn.
chicken.
We have enough time to find copyright-free driving music.
Oh god, hopefully. Alright, but yeah. Hope you guys enjoyed. There was so much plot today. Oh man.
Oh,
Yeah, I was
exciting.
like, all that went down,
Mhm.
and I was like, it's only 9.
Yeah. Hoof, hoof. But yeah, no. Hope you guys enjoyed. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. Once again, if you'd like to hang out with us between streams, we do have a Discord. If someone wants to, look up that link. If you guys join our Discord, you can come chat with us between streams. We love to talk to people about all our campaigns, D&D in general. We just have like general discussions about just whatever. Feel free to come hang out with us, talk about our campaigns, talk about D&D and the like. Yeah.
Also,
so,
come join early when we're setting up. We do like some Q&A tarot
yeah,
stuff.
Q&A, tarot, all that sort of stuff. Yeah, so feel free to join the Discord. Also have an Instagram, horror.and.harpy on Instagram. Check us out on there. You can find all of the art that we do. We normally post it to the Instagram. In addition, if there's any giveaways or competitions that we do, which we occasionally do, it'll always be posted on the Instagram. So give us a follow on there. If you really like what we do, the best way to support us and keep us and help us keep making this sort of content is our Patreon. Patreon.com/horror and harpy on there. If you support us at different tiers, you can get stuff from all of the homebrew stuff we've created, to all of the assets for you guys to use in your home games, to even at certain tiers, we can physically mail you some of our homebrew assets in the form of like little cards and the like. Yeah.
Yeah.
Am I forgetting anything else?
We have a YouTube and a TikTok, also at Horror and Harpy.
Yeah. Check us out on YouTube. All of our VODs will be posted up on there, and you can also check out the Keepers of Order animation that we did. Absolutely really fun animation project we worked on for almost 2 years now.
Yeah, we're on
Hey.
episode 3 now.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, episode 2 is already out for watching, and episode 3 hopefully will be by the end of the year. Yeah, and then check us out on TikTok too. We're going to try and be posting like short videos on there, as well as like more information about the characters between strains.
Poggers.
But yeah, no. Once again, thank you guys so much for tuning in or watching on YouTube. And we will catch you guys next week.
Oh.
Bye bye.
Bye-bye.
Oh no, I was
Bye.
gonna say something. Oh
Oh,
no.
no, were you?
What, Nolan?
Oh, I was just gonna say, because you guys didn't say anything. I wanted to say, for everyone who has been watching the YouTube videos, I wanted to say a very strong thank you. because
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah.
just the amount of support we've seen just for the first episode
Mhm.
alone, we're all over
Oh,
here
yeah.
vibrating in our seats.
Oh my
so,
god, yeah.
Wait, let me see where we're at with the episode.
440.
Yeah. So
Oh my
if
god.
you've
Holy shit.
taken time to watch that YouTube video, hey, thanks. It
Yeah,
means a lot
holy
to
cow.
us.
Nice.
So just wanted to say
My
that.
new best friend.
Mm-hmm.
Big appreciate.
Yeah,
Yes.
very cool. Continue with the sign off.
Like 6 views
Yeah.
now. Oh, Jesus Christ.
We're at 61 views.
Ah,
Yeah.
Yeah, now.
Holy
Yeah.
bruh.
Thank you guys so much, and we'll catch you guys next week then. All right.
Bye.
Famous.
Bye.